It's time to ask me anything. Yes, it's the Fortune Friday Ask Me Anything series. And I'm Priyanka Bhatia from Women on Wealth. Today I have received many questions and I'm answering two of them right away starting now. The first question I have is from Kalpana Shines. And Kalpana is asking, I have just started earning. Where should I invest? Number one, great job, Kalpana. I'm proud of you that you've just started earning and you're thinking about investing your money. You're not thinking about just saving it, managing it right, but also investing it. So congratulations. This is what we need right in the very beginning of our career. And now that you're sharing that you are a beginner, the next step is learning to invest. So your question is, where should you invest? You should invest in your financial skill building first. Financial education is missing in our school and college system. What is absolutely critical is that you build that financial education gap that exists. So fill that gap, build on it. Build your financial skills. That's the first step where you should invest. Now imagine you don't do this. Imagine you don't build your financial literacy, you don't build your financial skills. What's the impact? The impact is that you are dependent on someone else for your financial decisions. So promotions will show up, increments will come. Will you keep asking for the rest of your life, where should I invest? If you don't want to be a dependent investor, if you don't want to depend on others for your financial decisions, you're really a woman who's truly striving for independent financial decision making, not just earning money, but also taking independent investment decisions, then build your financial skills. That's step one. The impact is yours. The consequences are yours. The choice is also yours. Make that choice that actually helps you live the life that you love. So that's for you, Kalpana. The second question I have from is Sheetal Behin. Okay, many of you have joined. Hi, Ritika. Ritika has acknowledged her presence. I'm loving that. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to question number 2, and meanwhile, all of you who are watching must acknowledge your presence. You guys must tell me that you have shown up for your financial success. Hi, Mukta. Good evening. Warm welcome. Okay, Sheetal Behan is asking, she's saying, I've been saving money to buy a property. I don't have any experience and I'm scared of scams. What guidance do you have for me? Number one, very few people are vulnerable. Thank you for being vulnerable, Sheetal. And thank you for really acknowledging that yes, I'm scared of scams, I'm scared of losing my money. And well, a lot of them have happened, especially in the property market. So I get the fear, it's absolutely valid. And now, what can we do to prevent our own selves from getting into one scam? One big thing that we can do is due diligence. Do a proper due diligence. There are many things that we teach inside of this checklist. So we have a complete course that we are building on the step-by-step methodology to pick ready-to-move properties. And in this, we're talking about a complete checklist of all that needs to be seen when buying a property so that you can avoid the scams and avoid losing a lifetime of your money. Because none of these properties come at a cheaper rate. So some of the things that I could quickly note down from the checklist are checking the entire property owner's thread, right? So the property papers and the history of that property, like who exchanged hands with whom, when. So having this entire thread of the property papers and making sure that these papers are genuine. So the copy is available at the registrar office. You can always get in and check the papers. Look at the builder. Has the builder paid off his entire debt that he or she took? What's the kind of occupancy certificate they have, completion certificate? You need to align the prices. So you need to look at the various kinds of documents, the various thread of documents, check the property papers, do the builder's due diligence. If you're buying from a particular owner, then that owner's diligence. And then yes, looking up various sites to see that you're buying a property which is worth the cost that is being asked for. If not, then of course negotiation is the next step. So these are some of the steps inside of doing the due diligence. Okay, Ritika has a question. Let's see. Ritika is asking, I have a question regarding the sovereign gold bonds. Can we use a compound interest formula for the return calculation? Does it work for gold? I have my doubts. You can, right? Just take a 10% rate of return for now, year on year, right? Just take that and use the calculator, use the formula, right? There are many compound interest calculators that I've already taught to you in the Money Gym program. Use that calculator and identify how much your money will become if you invest in sovereign gold bonds. Go ahead, and you never doubt using the calculator, because yeah, that's what your job is, to just become more and more certain about reaching your financial goals. So Ritika, good job, okay, on thinking for your goals, picking good investments, and really jumping in for future calculations. On this note, I'm closing this live. Thank you so much for participating, everybody. Loads of love, and keep making that 1% improvement in your money life. 1% each day can translate to becoming 37 times better in a year's time in your finances. Loads of love. That's the probability we can move towards. Take charge.